So the store looks like a disaster right now. But it is about to look even better than when we first opened. Like, the best part about having my own store is seeing the vision come to life, and there are so many more themes and different product types, and I feel like we're just doing a really, really good job putting it all together right now. So I am just kind of beaming. We closed the store for 2 whole days so that we could take everything off the shelves and put all of our new product out. Mill & Meadow is about to be looking really, really good. So day 2 is about to get started. I'm at the warehouse. I'm gonna pick up some things that we have backstock of here that we need at Mill & Meadow for a couple of displays that I wanna do since we sold out of a couple of items. And then I'm headed straight to Mill & Meadow, and hopefully today, definitely today I wanna tackle the back shelves, and I think I'm gonna put all of the new like pouches and stuff there. So that'll be good. We have a couple of bracelets at the store, and so I'm taking the display that I used for scrunchies at the trade shows, and we're gonna put that in the store. And these hangers that I also got for the trade show, but we only needed a few, I am getting to use for desk mats. Here is the Mill & Meadow stash, and here is most of the things that I want to bring over. I'm carrying in the last thing for my car, and I'm so grateful it is not raining right now. It looks like we're probably gonna get some rain later, but it was raining all day yesterday and it was so gross. Not good conditions for bringing a bunch of new product to the store. Lauren, what are you working on?
I'm trying to refresh our greeting cards. They've been woefully understocked and nobody can ever find a birthday card. So I brought a whole stack. I'm sleeving, I'm enveloping, and making sure everything is nice, organized, and beautiful.
Thanks.
What does it look like I'm doing? Please, I'm barcoding.
Love it. What are you working on?
This is a team effort between Taryn and I. We are tagging our thousands of pouches.
Thousands you say. So front table is going to be garden. That's coming up. Currently in the works is the coastal themed area, which I think is looking absolutely scrumptious. You can see some of the new pouches in here. We got all the EVD stickers. Yeah, I'm loving this one. And then eventually when we have coastal Americana, just be right front and center. It's gonna be super cute. I love that. Okay, the big thing that's pretty much done, there's like 1 or 2 things missing, is the display case. This was yesterday, so we knew what was going to be in here, so that was pretty easy to take care of, other than like the extensive barcoding that every single item in here required. That was a whole adventure. And then the tables are done, but we just have some things on here. This is kind of the dream. Like, when we opened the store, I couldn't put out every piece of stationery and every pattern because some things were out of stock, or I just never printed like certain sizes of notepads in that particular pattern. So now that we have every pattern in every type of stationery notepad, the table is like fully complete. I also added a couple of like to-do lists and stuff from another brand that sells stationery. So like we have some more kind of like neutral functional stationery, and then we have all of the pretty florals, and the tables are full of it, and I love it. We do have to fill in the rest of the pens, but like we'll get there. And then the kitchen section is looking pretty scrumptious. There's a bunch of stuff in the way, so it's kind of hard to see it. And I stole one of the oven mitts already, but we're about to barcode some more. So we put pillows up top, which we haven't done before, and I feel like that's really giving the section some pizzazz. And yeah, I mean, we basically did the same arrangement of items before, like oven mitts and tea towels and stuff, but filled in some new products, and I will say my favorite new thing is I finally got note cards and envelopes, like sets for the store, and I just love this one that's pasta themed. So that had to go in the kitchen section even though it's stationery. The back shelves are coming up next. We're gonna do the pouches, the cosmetic, and the carry-all pouches. What else goes back there? I'm not 100% sure yet. We have lots of puzzles. What you see back here was a ton of like the board games, candles. We had tea, gift bags. That was a huge one. So we'll just have to kind of feel it out and see what works. It's the end of day 2. Not quite where I want to be with everything. There's still a lot going on that is a work in progress, but I'll show you what we do have done. Front table is set up for Garden Avenue. I'm just missing the Strawberry Patch coin pouch that I'm gonna put there. And then kind of a work in progress over here. We got some new note cards. The desk mats are up with all of the hangers that we have. I have to order more hangers though. And then we have the mouse pads right there, but not quite done yet. We restocked all of the greeting cards. This is gonna be like a Mother's Day sort of theme table, but we've been using it for tagging. We tagged every single one of these pouches. And as you can see on the back shelves here, the pouches are almost all up. So that was a big project today. This shelf is coming along. We did the entire kitchen section, so that's a big one. So things are looking up. We have more progress than yesterday. A little nervous about what to do about some various things, like the wine bags are a little too tall to go on these back shelves, which I'm thinking of putting them, the other ones on, so we'll see. Did this farmer's market themed display that I absolutely love. So that's obviously based on the coloring book. And then she went with like pink/red and green. And we had these really cute little farmer's market candles that helped with that. And then we found some strawberry and lemon sort of themed items. So yeah, cute, love it. We did this like coastal display that I'm truly obsessed with. I'm such a fan. So that was like my favorite part of today, I would say. It's day 3. I'm here really early because we're supposed to open in a couple of hours and the store is still a huge mess. So hopefully we can get this mostly finished up. We've got our work cut out for ourselves this morning. So we have 3 hours to get everything in good enough shape to be open at 11. It's 8 right now, or 7:45-ish. And first order of business, I'm going to be getting the academic planners that are on the ground over here. in the display case underneath in the cabinets. And then I need to clear off this table. We are going to be setting up a bin sale starting tomorrow, and we have a bunch of items to put on that. So I need to clear this off and then get our bin sale going, or like get our bin sale area going. Otherwise, I'm not really sure. It's just going to be a lot of shuffling stuff around. Over a week since we started revamping the store, but she is looking much nicer now. So we redid the front table. It now is featuring Garden Ave, which is my latest coloring book that came out just after we started redoing the store. So that was really fun to highlight what was absolutely brand new. It's also perfect for spring, and it has kind of like an orange feel. We have some bugs, we have some snails. It's very cute. I love it. Over here, we have our Mother's Day display, because Mother's Day is coming up soon, and it's actually like the biggest holiday that we have at the store besides Christmas. So we have so much mom themed stuff, and I love how this all turned out. The two displays here are gardening kind of section, and then we have like our book themed kind of area, and that stayed basically the same. Both of those we just filled in more product. And then we have always kind of had a little bit of like a Taylor Swift kind of cowgirl disco thing going on over here that I feel like makes sense when you look at it, but doesn't make sense when you talk about it. And so we filled in a lot of product here, which was super, super fun. We got in like new glittery candles and note cards and all of that good stuff. And then we have even more stickers on this table that really bring the vibe together. And of course, we're featuring Rainbow Garden cosmetic bags, because that's based off of Taylor Swift's Grammy dress from 2021. So it only makes sense there. We did like a little baby display, for farmer's market. Basically every coloring book has its own display. And that brings me to this big like coastal vibe sort of thing we got going on over here, because my next coloring book is going to be Coastal Americana and I couldn't wait to set up a display for it. So it is very well stocked and ready for Coastal Americana to just go on top here. But I already had so many like sea creature stickers that I drew last year, and then porcelain floral and primavera just kind of felt like appropriate over here, so it was an easy display to incorporate those into, and I'm obsessed. This is like my favorite part of the store, which is really funny because when the store opened there was like no blue in here, absolutely no blue, and now we have like this whole shelf that is just fully blue, but I feel like it works. Of course, we redid the entire display case. So we had almost no stationery in the store for a couple of months, which is embarrassing for a stationery store, but it is corrected now, and it makes me so happy and relieved that the display case has been restored to her former glory. There's very few things that are different in here. We've always basically done planners, notebooks, and stationery in here, but on the two tables in front of the display over here, this table has always been, both of these have always been more of a mix of stationery and other items like pouches and whatnot, but now we have our stationery in so many different types of notepads and in so many different patterns that we are finally able to basically blanket the tables with just pens and notepads and like a couple other things. So this is very satisfying. These tables have never been so full and they look absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy. And another huge transformation that we had in the store was the back shelves. So these kind of housed all kinds of different things for a long time. We did a whole gift bag display back here. We used to have like a lot more candles and things, but now we have so many pouches. They really deserve their own spot. So I, of course, had to go rainbow order again, my favorite way to organize product. And we have our EBD floral bags on this side, and then on the other side, we have the corduroy bags, which are brand new and I feel like are so striking because of the solid colors being in rainbow order. So I love that you can see these shelves from everywhere in the store. I feel like it really hits home the like colorful, bright rainbow vibes that we're going for, and I'm obsessed, and it turned out perfectly, and it's amazing. So that's really all there is to say. I mean, it speaks for itself. So a fairly big addition to the store was our like pet section. We've always had dog claw clips, and that's pretty much the only thing over here that's been continuous since we opened, but our dog themed claw clips have always sold so well that I got a bunch of cat ones. I also drew a bunch of dog stickers. We have a couple of other pet themed stickers, and then there's just a lot of like note cards, puzzles, mugs, and like dishes and things like that that are all dog and cat themed, which have just really been popular in the store. So I tried to lean into that and bring even more products related to that theme, and we really were able to do a whole table spread. And even since we finished the store revamp, so much of this table has been bought up. Like we had piles of puzzles and things around, and now it's even a little bit more sparse than before, which just means we'll have to refill it with even more fun new things. This has been really satisfying to put together because we had such like a cohesive theme for this table. So that was really fun. And it's nice to have EBD stickers kind of front and center anchoring the whole thing.